Hello, I'm Haider Malik, host of the Mehmi Financial Group podcast. Today's topic is robotics in fulfillment, automation financing for Toronto warehouses. Deploying autonomous mobile robots, pick-to-light systems, and integrated conveyor networks can transform throughput, accuracy, and labor efficiency, but upfront costs run into seven figures. Here's how Toronto warehouses can structure financing so your automation rollout accelerates growth without draining working capital. 1. Build your ROI case. Baseline metrics. Measure current picks per hour, labor headcount, error rates, and downtime. A 30% lift in throughput or a 50% drop in mispicks translates directly to cost savings. Projected gains. Quantify labor savings, e.g. to 5 FTEs x 50k year yield 250k, error avoidance benefits, and capacity to handle surge volumes. Lenders want a 3 to 5 year payback model. 2. Financing structures, equipment loans, coverage and term. Banks and BDC will fund 70 to 100% of robotics capex over 5 to 7 years at rates around prime plus 1% to 2%. You capitalize the asset, claim full CCA and interest deductions. Pros and cons. Ownership at term end, balance sheet liability, requires down payment 10% to 20%. Operating leases, term and flex, 36 to 60 months, rentals with little or no down payment. You return, renew, or purchase at nominal value. Benefits. Off-balance sheet treatment, rentals fully deductible, bundled maintenance and software updates, swaps into new models at term end. Vendor OEM financing. Promotional offers. Robotics OEMs often provide 0% for 6 to 12 months or deferred payment plans tied to turnkey installations. Tip. Compare captive finance offers to bank leases to ensure you're not paying hidden spreads. 3. Hybrid and flexible credit lines. Equipment line of credit, ELOC. Pledge existing forklifts or conveyors as collateral for a revolving facility. Advance rates of 60 to 75%. Draw, repay, and redraw as successive automation phases go live. Receivables facility. Advance up to 80% of warehouse service invoices to cover robotics deposits or integration vendor milestones. Interest only on drawn amounts. 4. Government and grant programs. IRAP and SIF. IRAP supports automation R&D. The Strategic Innovation Fund provides repayable contributions for advanced manufacturing tech. Ontario Advanced Manufacturing Vouchers. Subsidize feasibility studies and pilot installations. Sequencing tip. Align draws so that loan or lease funding closes right after grant approvals, minimizing cash flow gaps. 5. Negotiation tactics. 1D will see interest-only startup. Secure a 3 to 6 month interest-only period during deployment and staff training. 2. Maintenance bundles. Negotiate inclusion of software license renewals, on-site support, and spare parts pools into your lease or loan package. 3. Residual and buyout options. For leases, agree realistic end-term residual values and purchase options to avoid surprise costs. 6. Best practices. Phase gate deployments. Draw financing in tranches tied to successful milestones, robot commissioning, SKU integration, throughput targets, minimizing idle asset interest. KPI tracking. Monitor picks per hour, uptime, and ROI monthly. Engage lenders early if rollout schedules shift. Standardize platforms. Using a single robotics family simplifies service, spares, and future expansions, improving your valuation and negotiating leverage. 3 action steps. 1. Quantify and package. Compile your baseline throughput metrics, vendor quotes, ROI projections, and grant criteria into a professional financing pitch. 2. Solicit competitive offers. Approach 2 banks, an independent leasing firm, and your preferred robotics OEM captive finance arm. Compare all-in rates, fees, service inclusions, and term flexibility. 3. Model and execute. Build an NPV analysis over your planned automation lifecycle, include financing costs, maintenance bundles, tax impacts, and residuals. Then select and close the on-budget, on-schedule funding structure. By layering targeted loans, leases, credit lines, OEM programs, and grants, and anchoring everything to a robust ROI model, you'll modernize your Toronto fulfillment center with robotics, boost efficiency, and preserve the cash you need to scale. I'm Haider Malik. Thanks for listening.